It's time for Waka Kickball. Oh yeah, I went there. Orion Walker alongside Jacob Sidney bringing you the championship game of the 2009 Waka Founders Cup World Kickball Championship.
72 teams from around the country converged in Las Vegas on Columbus Day weekend. And after an intense night of drinking and a grueling day of pool play and elimination games, we have two teams remaining. The others from Washington, D.C., and San Francisco's own Best Coast Ballers.
Now, this is the first time in Waka history that the full Founders Cup final has been captured for your entertainment pleasure. Enjoy it. Treasure it.
I know I will. Let's get right to the action as we pretend to take you live from the basin at Desert Breeze Park.
Top of the first, Tom Lanahan pitching for the Best Coast Ballers, preparing to face the leadoff kicker for the others, team captain Bill Castillejo.
Castillejo is a familiar face in Founders Cup finals, being the longtime captain of the legendary Kick Asphalt franchise, winners of no fewer than 6 national Waka titles. That streak was only broken in 2007 at Founders Cup 10 in Boston, when a Florida team won the cup.
Drinkers with a kickball problem.
Followed, of course, by the reigning champions, Frosty Balls of Virginia.
Lanahan opens up at 1-1 to Castillejo, and that one's going ball as well, 2-1 count.
In both cases, 07 and 08, Kick Asphalt makes it as far as the semis, and now in an effort to reclaim the cup, many of those core players have joined forces with some of their longtime regional rivals, including some players from teams like Gonzo and Menace to Sobriety. So as if facing Kick Asphalt wasn't enough, this is a virtual all-star team of some of the most experienced players around.
3-2 now to Castillejo, who has over 20 seasons of Waka experience on his resume, a recruiter from Fairfax, Virginia. And he fouls that one off deliberately, looking like he's content to take a walk if he can.
That's right, and that's a risky foul there because it wasn't very hard and it was a short pop-up. If the catcher's in the correct position, he might get the out.
And he's trying to bunt it for real now, but that one's a foul. 3-2. Last thing he wants to do is foul out here. Leading off the game, very important to get your speedy leadoff guy on base, and that's something they do obviously very well. Looks like that one's going to get called foul as well. Looks like it was right on the line, but head ref Cameron Kushwara has a good angle, makes the call, and we have a bona fide full count here, 3-2-3.
That's right, getting his money's worth. Got to have a lot of confidence in your ability to get that bunt down when you need it if you're going to go full count.
Payoff pitch. He's got the bunt down. Goes back to pitcher. He's got no play. Castillejo safe at first with a leadoff base hit.
So we'll take a look at Paul Poltz now. 19 seasons under his belt. An accountant from Reston, Virginia.
I believe he is part also of that Kick Asphalt franchise. Oh, Poltz bunts left. Hanley crashes in to field it. The throw is just not in time. Wood gets it back to pitcher. Castillejo holds it second. Excellent safe call from the first base coach there. Very helpful. Yeah, Lanahan, the pitcher, this is his second Founders Cup as he starts pitching to Courtney Yan. Lanahan is actually has his origins in Virginia, pitching several seasons for teams out there before bringing the East Coast pitching style to his San Francisco outfit.
Courtney Yan, one of the rare newer players on the others. 3 seasons. Hometown is Portland, Oregon, and she works as a resource development specialist.
The 2-1 pitch. Taken for a strike, 2-2. She's also quite happy to work the count like a veteran. Oh, going foul on the chop to right.
One thing I'm wondering early on is if we're going to see players maybe start to wait for that second bounce. I'm seeing a couple fouls come off when the second bounce has been on the plate, it appears to me.
Ooh, traps that one, manages to stay on her feet. Yeah, all of these pitchers, had their experience last year pitching under the 1 bounce rule. Now they all have the 2 bounces to contend with, a new rule for Waka as of January of 2009, requiring the ball to bounce twice before crossing the plate. 3, 2, and 2. Another nearly full count. Yan chops a bunter right along the first base line. Wood crashes from first. Looks like he got her.
Took a very quick swipe there. Take a look at the replay.
Well, they do call her out as she goes by. Doesn't look like they're arguing over it. Great sacrifice from Yan. That was going to advance the runners whatever happened. She nearly pulled a hit out of it, but a nice play from Wood from the ground to tag Yan as going by.
Absolutely. You know, control of the ball, so important, as any competitive kickball team knows.
Yeah, you can tag a player out, ball bounces away, and runners are scoring on you. So that he got the tag and retained control. Some very nice work from Wood, the first baseman.
Looking at Dan Newhouse now, 22 seasons for him. Hails from Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, and works as a consultant.
And it's just where you want your cleanup kicker. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position.
Pretty much the ideal situation. See if they can convert.
Still seeing predominantly screwballs from Lanahan. Hard to kick those to left field, but I think UAS would be happy to send a flight of right here.
Certainly.
UAS lets one fly to center field. Chelsea Hunt makes the catch, and that's going to score Castillejo easily. Hunt gets the ball back to Lanahan. He's going to hang on to it to end the play. That pitch straightened out on the second bounce, and Juhas pounced on it. Great footwork.
Really nice work from center field there to get the ball back to pitcher. You see that they did hold the runner at second. Ever Rivera is something of a legendary player in Founders Cup history. 13 seasons for him, originally from El Salvador, and works as an IT manager.
And that's pop fly to right. Mike Salmon with a nice over-the-shoulder grab running out from second base, making a tough play look easy. And that's the end of the first. The others strike first, 1 run on 2 hits and 2 sacks.
A textbook inning from the others to get on the board.